Hey, this is Chris, CNL Construction. How you doing this morning? This is our first official day of operation. I'm out taking out ads in the local papers. Did one in Oxford. I'm going to drive up to Clarksville and put an ad in there. And so hopefully we'll start getting some calls here shortly. I've handed out a bunch of business cards as well. Oh, excuse me, nose itches. A while back, I had done a video on how to get your business started in North Carolina the right way, the official way. I mean, I could go out and do business, but I want to be taken seriously. I want, to have a business name. I want people, if they write me a check, I want it to go to a business and not to me. I just feel like that's a lot more professional, and it is. And so the first thing I had to do was file. There's a little form. Go to the Register of Deeds in your particular county, and they will, and somewhere under registered that page or pages, as the case may be, you will find a link to the state website where you can download doing business under an assumed name form. I think it's just called an assumed name form, but I can't really remember exactly the verbiage. But anyway, you download that. It's a fillable PDF, which means you can type in all the stuff that you need to type in except for your signature. So you just do that. Then you print it out and then sign it and take it down to the Register of Deeds office, and they will take your $26. At least that's how much it was in Granville County, and I'm pretty sure it's probably about the same amount of money in all the counties. And so voila, you are now a legal entity. You don't use your actual name to do business. You do use your company name. So ours is, of course, CNL Construction. The next thing I needed to do was open a bank account. I have a personal bank account, state employees. Unfortunately, and it's just too bad because I love state employees credit union, but they do not do business accounts. And that's probably why they are able to offer such great rates on all their loans and stuff. Probably why they have, good service. I don't have to mess with all those business customers. But anyway, there's something in my eye, of course, right in the middle of the video. But anyway, I simply uploaded a copy of my DBA form and filled out a few pages of information, driver's license number, social security address, things of that nature. Nothing really complicated. And it took them about, I think it was like 2 business days to get back to me and say, yeah, you're good to go. Sent me a debit card. I went ahead and applied for a business credit card because I thought that was important, and they gave me one of those too, which with a pretty decent credit limit, I might add. So that was nice. And so now, the first job I do, I could just, I think it is kind of important to be able to buy your own material for a job instead of saying to the owner, well, I tell you what, like, for example, if I was doing a paint job, well, you get the paint and then I'll provide the labor. I think it's, again, more professional to just say, okay, well, here's how much the job is, including paint. And that way, you can add a little money onto the paint because, that's a business expense. You don't just go get something for free for people, but that's to me, that's part of being in business is the owner, the only thing the owner has to worry about is writing you the check when you ask for it, when you give them an invoice. So I got all the banking stuff taken care of. And the next stop on the list was to get some liability insurance, some business liability insurance, which does not cover anything that might happen to me personally. Like if I do something stupid and hurt myself, my own health insurance will take care of that. But if I do something stupid at someone's house, I'm really having a hard time trying to figure out how I could really do a significant amount of damage to someone's house by painting it, except, not painting it right, and then a year later the paint fails and then people want their money back and stuff like that, that kind of thing. But that's what that liability insurance will cover. Any mistake that I make that causes any kind of loss to the owner. What if I back over the owner's motorcycle, going out of the driveway? Well, we could cover that. Well, I don't know if that's a car, but okay, bad illustration. But if I dump over a gallon of paint all over their porch and the paint doesn't come up, and they don't like it, and maybe I have to, replace the porch. It'll pay for that damage. And so it's $2 million a year total cap and $1 million per occurrence. And I think if I have more than 2 occurrences, I probably shouldn't be doing construction. So I got that, did that all online. Went to a place called Insuron and entered all my information, and they do like a search of multiple insurance companies. And I just picked the lowest one because it's like they all covered the same thing. Hiscox, I think, is the name of the company. So I looked them up online. They seem to be pretty reputable. So I got that. And then, of course, today is just the beginning of advertising, going around, handing out cards to anybody I can see. I got some really cool cards. Let's see if I have them. I was really pleased. I went to the newspaper in Oxford this morning, Oxford Ledger, and I showed him my card. And he said, "Oh yeah, we can do that. We could just reproduce your card." It's like, wow, really? And so that was $32 a week. He said, if you want it in color, it's $25 more. I said, well, let's just see how things go first. But I'm kind of like second guessing that, and I actually have until tomorrow about noon if I did one color. But I think let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. So yeah, now I'm going up to Clarksville to put an ad in the local paper up there. I've done a lot of work in Clarksville working with someone else, and so I hope that will help me up there, because I can say, well, I did this, that, and the other. I did that part of the work, and so people will know a little bit about who I am, so that's good. And of course, I've lived in Oxford for 20 years and had a computer business, so I'm sure there's some people are going to be shocked when they're going to look at me and they're going to say, when I show up to work, "Didn't you do some computer work for me?" And by the way, I'm still doing computer work, but there's just not a lot of money in it anymore. And there does seem to be some in construction if you do really good work. It's not hard. It's not terribly hard to get work. So I've rambled on long enough. Yes, see, I do that. Which is funny because, if I'm on the job, I probably will not talk very much. I'll probably just be working. Because I can be rather singularly focused when I'm doing my work, which is a good attribute, I think. All right, so if you need any work done, if you need any painting or drywall work, patching, replacing, finishing, any carpentry work, as long as it's not, an overwhelmingly large project. And of course, if it is, I'll tell you, because I'm not going to get into something that is too complicated. Please give me a call. My telephone number, it's mobile. I always have my phone on. Although I will say we generally only answer the phone between 7:30 and 5 every day, because you can't just work 24/7. But 919-482-6763 is the number. 919-482-6763. Love to hear from you. Love to come see what you got. See if we can do something for you. All right. Well, that's it for this inaugural video. See you on the next one.